are here, Fantum Lacrosse, day 2 at LaxCon, and this is my current favorite shaft on the market. I can't lie to anyone about it. My everyday on the beach stick is what I like to call it, because if you're enjoying playing lacrosse, this is the stick that you want to have in your hands. You can talk about performance, you can talk about lightweight, you can talk about strength, you can talk about whatever you want, but it's the feel of this stick that matters most to me. And Isaac, I got to thank you enough. It shows that you care when you actually pick this stick up and use it. I can't say enough, but the highest of quality in your work, the highest of quality in wood too. Is that correct? The way you work?
The only thing that I ever want to put out is the most quality thing that you can find, and I know it takes a lot of detail and attention to detail to make sure that that's my standard, my quality is standard. But I think it's important to have high standards and for your quality, your standards to be high, and end up making and producing something that it emits a reaction like yours. I want people to be able to pick up what I make and know that it's really quality, it's handmade. A lot of attention to detail and a lot of hours went into making that specific one, which makes you feel it when you pick it up. You're like, this is special. Someone took the time to make something that's going to feel good in my hands for a long time. It's really strong, it's really light, it's different than anything I've felt, and I like continuing to improve my process and get them into the hands of more and more lacrosse players.
I can't repeat that enough, and also I have to say, in a market of shafts are all the same. You can go 10 different lacrosse shops, pick up 20 different shafts, and 90% of the time you're going to say, this is all the same. But I can't lie, when I use the Fantum Lacrosse shaft, that is not the case in the slightest. I am blown away when I use it, and besides having just an awesome feel, you can see right here with this USA one, there's tons of different things that Isaac's doing. They're art as much as they are performance, and that's what's really sweet about it. You can't really get something like that. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, no, a large part of what everything that I do is it's my art. It's my passion, it's my creativity. I'm trying to be creative at all moments and then infusing that into what I want to show everyone. It's woodworking, art, lacrosse combined to create something new, just new things. Like you said it, something different, something quality, something that you can stand behind and know that is a good product and is going to be around for a while, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep playing lacrosse forever, just like everybody else. I don't intend on stopping playing the game anytime soon, so I keep making stuff.
And as new as Fantum Lacrosse might be to some certain people, you are not new to the woodworking. You have been doing this for quite a bit with these sticks, but just not putting them out there for people. Why is that?
Very true. Well, I've been making these sticks almost 11 years now, and I think I've focused on improving my production process so that when it was time for there to be a demand and people started to get them in their hands and really like them, then it won't be as much of an issue for me to go and make some more. I've improved my process to where now it's a little bit easier for me to make batches of sticks. And so you want one? I got some. You want to order a custom one? I've got one ready so that I can customize it for you. I can paint it, whatever paint job, whatever logo, team name, your number, any of that stuff, and get it to you quickly instead of, well, it's going to be 3 months. I've got a back order and it's going to be a long time, so I don't really want to have to deal with that. So I spent all these years in secret making my product so that when I show it to you, I'm ready to provide it.
Yeah. Honestly, the hidden way, off the grid, that is something that Stringer's site is all about, and we've been doing a similar thing. Another thing that I like about you that's not as well known is these leather balls right here. I am a huge fan of these, and these look like a huge labor of love. Could you tell me, how long do you think you normally spend making one of these bad boys?
Oh man, well, I'll tell you, from the beginning of time, I've had a desire to make one of these balls for probably 10 years. And it's really hard to even find one so that you can figure out how to replicate it. Like, I've never had anyone teach me how, but I was finally gifted one of these. And I took it apart to figure out how it's made, and was astonished when I found out that it was one piece of string. It's just all one long piece of leather. It's 6 feet long, and it takes hours to figure out how to do it and then to replicate it, and for it to be a process of something that I'd like to improve on also. Is like I'd like to produce more of these, but everything I make is handmade and it takes hours in detail of time, so I am interested in getting better and faster at making things all the time also. So I hope to be making more of these sometime soon, but
Can't rush art.
Limited quantities available currently. There's like 8 of these.
The other thing is, you showed me yesterday this Kong shaft over here.
Yeah.
This, ooh. Oh yeah, either or. This is extra thick, yeah. The OG Kong shaft.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I'm here to show people the Kong shaft because I actually feel like this is an improvement upon my already existing cool idea.
Yeah.
So it's beefier, it's added strength, it's added grip. It's not much added weight at all. It still feels very comparable to what people are playing with today, and it's another new thing. It's new. No one has a feel like this, a shaft like this, and just trying to continue to put something new out there.
Those meat sticks out there that enjoy a nice fat bar when they're lifting in the gym, this is the stick for you. Any D-midi out there that's really trying to lay the lumber, this is what you want. Comes in pole length, box sticks. Anyone, the meanest kid on your team needs this stick, and the person on your team that wants to have the best feel out there needs any Fantum. I can't thank you enough right now, Isaac. We've had a great time talking to you, and just thank you so much for spreading the love with Fantum. Always is a pleasure.
Yeah, lacrosse. Keep playing lacrosse. Just keep growing the game.